apologize. I am operating off my laptop, and so just please have a little bit of patience with me because it's somewhat difficult for me to toggle with the internet connection that I have from program to program. So with that said, good morning. This is Judge Alyssa Perez presiding over the 210th District Court criminal docket for November 4th, 2021. All matters being heard today are being heard in accordance with all emergency orders and directives regarding COVID-19. In addition to that, we are streaming all matters live via YouTube for public viewing. Mr. Pantoja, would you please call our first case?
Yes, Judge. Mills on page 4.
Okay.
Cause number 2021-020-2641, State of Texas versus Philip Daniel Mills. Announcement of counsel, please.
Michelle Hill on behalf of the state is ready to proceed, Your Honor.
Edith Payan and Marcel Rivera on behalf of Mr. Mills, and we are ready to proceed.
Okay, good morning, everyone. I have us down for an arraignment today. I show Mr. Mills, at least as of the time of the printing of the docket, he's probably been in 100 days at this point. This is one that I think, at least in terms of the handwritten notes I have on my docket, that we need to set this at a jail slot. So technically this is our arraignment, but not really, because obviously we have to get him at the slot that allows your client to appear. I have some other hand notations, but what do you all have in terms of an update? Anything you need to broach the court upon?
No, Your Honor, and thank you. We're in agreement with the court, and I had the opportunity to speak with Ms. Aguirre, check in with her yesterday, and speak with Ms. Hill earlier this morning, and we would like an arraignment on the record. Given the nature of the charges, we don't want to submit a waiver to the court. So I understand the court's jail slots are busy, but as long as we can get that done, I would hope at least by the end of November. I don't think that's going to affect much.
My understanding was, Ms. Bayan, I think we've been really pushing the jail with our jail slots in terms of, we have this, I guess, official limit of 6 individuals. We're way beyond that because, as I'm sure everybody's aware now, with the resumption of trials, we're not just, we're really pushing our jail slot time. I think, if I'm not mistaken, Ms. Aguirre, if you'll correct me on this, I think our next 2 Tuesdays are full.
That is correct, ma'am.
So that means next week and the following week. I think that gets us to Thanksgiving. So it would probably be, I'm not looking at a calendar, so whatever Tuesday follows Thanksgiving.
It would be the 30th, Your Honor.
Okay, so that gets us still in November. I really wouldn't have a problem. I just, I hate dealing with uncertainties. Like, I wouldn't have a problem maybe putting him in on the last Tuesday that the court is around to see if we could squeeze him in. I just can tell you that the last couple of weeks, our Tuesdays, which are our busiest days, have been like true to form and even beyond in terms of how many individuals we have scheduled on those days. So I don't want to be telling you all, let's try next week, and lo and behold, we can't get it done. So let's just go with some certainty at the end of November, if you all are okay with that.
I'm okay with that, and we've been consulting as the trial team. And one more matter, Your Honor, if I may, we will be filing a motion that we would like for our client to appear in civilian clothes for hearings, not just for jury trial. If the court would be willing to, if we could hear that motion, that doesn't need to be on the court's jail docket. Okay. If you could squeeze us in maybe on the 18th, and I can get that filed early next week. I don't imagine it would take long because next week is a holiday.
So go ahead, and for Thursday, we might be able to put you in on a Tuesday, even if it's not the jail docket. I'll tell you a couple things. Yes, as long as you have it filed, Ms. Bayan, then just submit it to Ms. Aguirre and to me, and we can get you a hearing set on that. I'll tell you, maybe I don't know.
And since this is you too, but there are some matters, obviously, that kind of begs the question. Or if the court would mind setting it for, a conference with the state, more of a judges conference. But I would like that motion filed and ruled on by the court by the 30th.
Is it
Obviously.
filed already, Ms. Bayan?
No, Your Honor, I drafted it. I was working on it yesterday, so I was hoping to get it reviewed by a trial team and get it filed, if not by tomorrow, first thing Monday.
Okay, so when, like I said, whenever you have that done, just send it on over. We will put you at the earliest spot we can.
Okay. Thank you.
And yeah, there are some other things, but I'll wait to hear. I mean, I have my own ideas in terms of process on some things, but I'll wait to hear from you all in terms of what concerns you have. And we'll go from there.
Okay, sure, and maybe in the next, after the arraignment, whatever the court thinks appropriate, if we need a sort of judges conference so we can work through some things that might help guide us.
Ms. Bayan, does that need to wait until we do the arraignment, or can we do it sooner, or?
Whatever the court likes. So I'm sure the court has some concerns. So whatever we could maybe do it on the same day when I get that motion filed. We could address some of those issues.
Mhm. Okay. Okay. I am open to, if you all need some type of judges conference, are you basically asking for like an in-chambers conference? Because if you are and you all are ready to do it today, I'm happy to go into a breakout room with you all. If it's premature to do that, then just let me know.
Miss Hill, I think we're a little premature on that today. Would you
A
agree?
little premature. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Just know that's an option. Yeah. Like I said, I'll take my cue from you all. And if you need a setting before that November 30th date, let us know. If it's for some type of, I guess, informal conference with the court, anything like that, just let us know. Okay. And again, when you have your motions filed, we'll set hearings. But for now, the only thing that will be changed will be the arraignment be moved to that Tuesday jail slot at the end of November.
Great. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Okay. All
Thank
right.
you.
Anything else on this one?
Nothing further from the state.
What's our current trial setting?
May 6th, Your Honor.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's not going to work. Like, I mean, I'm not going to say that I want to jinx it. I mean, if you all are ready to go, but that sure seems like a quick turnaround.
Judge,
for
to
this.
be honest, I'm kind of glad that that's your
I just know what our caseload is, and it's not that this case, I mean, I don't know how realistic it is. We'll keep it there, but I think what would be worthwhile, and maybe I can get that from you all at this point, I know it's very early on, is a backup date, because as you all know, scheduling is crazy. And 2022, I mean, obviously we're already in May, but I would hate to wait till May or thereabouts to say, okay, we're not going on this date. What's our next date? And lo and behold, our docket is full for 2022. So I would like to, can you guys give me an idea on what would be a realistic backup to that date? And that's without canceling the May date.
Judge. I apologize. Maybe if I could meet with the state and maybe at our if we
So
have an
let's do this.
judge
On the
conference.
30th, you all confer and let me know what a good backup date is. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, but we'll keep the
Yeah.
setting for now. Yeah, I don't want to wait too long, because like I said, depending, I mean, if trials go absolutely, full on in 2022, it may be difficult to get you. I'd rather get you a backup date right now. So we'll get you one. Okay. All righty. On now. Anything else?
Nothing
No, ma'am.
further.
All right. Thank you all. You all
Thank
are
you.
excused if you don't
Thank
have
you.
anything else. And I apologize, I'm not seeing the chat. Oh, I think I got the report on Mr. Gomez. Bear with me. Okay. Okay, looks like Mr. Gomez is compliant, and our next setting isn't until January. All righty. Okay, who's next, Trey?
Okay, Judge Nelson on page 5.
Mr. Benjamin, is he here?
I do see him, Judge.
Yeah, I see.
I am, Your Honor.
Cool. All right, let's get started. Go ahead, Shui.
I
Yes,
lost
Judge.
my jacket. I apologize.
And Judge, let me, I don't know if he was in here earlier. Mr. Curtis Cox is going to be joining us.
Okay. So again, because I'm not looking at Odyssey, just so I'm sure, we're down for the 9th and 10th, right? December 9th and 10th, Sri?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, perfect. Just don't want to get my 2 December dates confused.
Are we gonna wait for Mr. Cox, or
Yeah,
You
do you
want me to
see him?
call-
Did you see him in the waiting room, Chewy?
unless he's on a cell phone or a Galaxy? I don't see anybody identified by his name in the waiting room.
I don't know his number or type of phone.
Hold on, he's logging on.
Has there been anything new filed in this case? I mean, aside, I think there's a bond request again, Mr. Benjamin, that one I'm aware of, but anything else?
Outside of that, no, Your Honor, I have actually been corresponding with Mr. Cox on another matter, and I was going to try and bug him for a informal discussion with him off the record, but I have not.
What's his committee?
I've not filed anything.
Besides that, okay. How about the state? Good morning, Mr. Cox.
Okay, now that I'm unmuted. Okay,
Just a minute.
Ben,
let me-
whatever
let
you
me-
said while you were muted was profound, Mr. Cox.
yeah, it was kind of like, okay. So, all right, just to get me up to speed.
Judge, would you like for me to call the case?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay, it's cause number 2021-0D02380, State of Texas versus Clevy Nelson. Announcement of council.
Yeah, for the state, Curtis Cox and Brian Adetta.
Brock Benjamin on behalf of Miss Nelson, Your Honor.
Okay, so we're set for a final judges conference. My notation, I understand there's another request for a bond reduction pending. I don't know if that has been submitted and requested for hearing, Mr. Benjamin, but I know I saw it. I don't know if I received it via email. If you're requesting a hearing, please do so formally. But with that said, go ahead.
We're set, I think Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken, on the whatever the
Beautiful.
9th is. So
Okay.
thank you, Ms.
All
Aguirre.
right.
You're welcome.
So let's get an update. Mr. Cox, you were about to speak.
Well, I can update the court that we did locate Mr. Mathis. Mr. Mathis is apparently in Georgia. Mr. Mathis has a warrant out for a pending felony injury to a child case. We are attempting to have him extradited.
Oh, yeah, okay.
It gets better and better.
He's also no longer in the military, so I'm not thinking we're likely to get military records on him.
And that does bring up the one thing that we're trying to locate on our end, Your Honor. And I guess once I can get an affidavit failing that, it's something I've been discussed informally with Mr. Cox. But I mean, I think there are other Brady issues on Mr. Gregory or LeGregory Mathis. And so.
Now, I would interject that there are only Brady issues if they involve information in our possession. So I'm not aware of anything in our possession about him we haven't turned over, but if there is, I'll be happy to get it to defense ASAP.
And Your Honor, this will be an argument between Mr. Cox and I about what is in the possession, and the court and Mr. Cox understand that I'm going to have to brief that. So,
Yeah,
but as I said,
I'll stipulate, if law enforcement has it, it's clearly imputed to us under Brady. The military, no.
Okay. So this smells like a hearing to me. So if you have something to file, Mr. Benjamin, file it quickly.
I will, Your Honor. And as I said, what I am waiting on is I have an investigator working full time and has been touching base with individuals trying to obtain those because of the way that those records are and what those records are. And so, Mr. Ortega, I will have something once I have it. He's been working on that since probably July. So.
Okay. All right. Okay. What else? Nothing else? I see some important people here and I don't hear anything. Okay. So we're still on track then. And I guess we'll see you at the bond hearing on Tuesday. There is a notation here, Mr. Benjamin, from Ms. Aguirre in the chat. We still need arraignment documentation for Ms. Nelson.
I will double check that, Your Honor. I apologize. I thought we've done that. We were told that before, and I'm getting a no from Miss Aguirre, so I'm guessing we didn't do that the second time she told us. So I will get that done, Your Honor. I have to go talk to Miss Nelson, and I'll have that before the 9th.
Okay, sounds good. All right, if there's nothing further, gentlemen, Mr. Benjamin, go ahead.
Your Honor, I was just going to ask, the court had mentioned 9:10. Have we gotten permission, jury, et cetera, et cetera?
Yeah, we have our panels.
Okay.
Panels, yeah. So you all are number one on those dates.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All righty, thank you. Anything else? Not, if not, thank you very much. Who's
Thank
next?
you, Your Honor.
Take care.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
Oh,
Good to see you
Mr.
again.
Ferguson, it's great to see you. Okay, sorry. Okay, who's
Have a
next?
great day, Your Honor. Thank you.
You too, take care. Who's next, Tree?
Okay, Judge Gallardo on page 10.
Okay. Go ahead.
Cause number 2020-0D05746. Cause number 2021-0D01564. Cause number 2021-0D01343. State of Texas versus Fabian Gallardo Jr. Announcement of council, please.
Marcia Martinez, ready for the state of Texas on all cases.
Cesar Lozano on behalf of Mr. Gallardo, ready to proceed, Your Honor.
Okay, before we get into anything, we're here for a status conference. What's the trial date on this one?
12/10, Your Honor.
Okay,
I'm 12/9, sorry.
and 12/9. Okay, all righty. Status conference. This has been a trial forever, right? I don't want to seem like negative, but I just have it down that today's the deadline for objections. Are there any? No?
Not really, Judge. I mean, yeah, there's really no movement on this case, so it's probably going to be
Okay.
it's a trial.
Okay. So you all have December 9th and 10th as a backup, I think, to Miss Nelson, the case that just preceded this one. So we'll just see how it all shakes out for that actual trial date. Just be ready, please. Again, anything that needs to be heard, please file and send to us ASAP so we can hear it, so we don't have too much going on that week, okay?
Thank you, Judge.
Your Honor, just one thing, if I may.
Yes,
Something
Yes, ma'am.
something did occur that I had asked Mr. Carmona to call me about. So I'm still waiting to hear back from him. It is something that, and he does represent both parties that are involved. So that complicates things a little bit. So Cesar, can you please have him call me? It's kind of urgent because we are gearing up for trial, but he does need to know about it prior.
Sounds good.
Do we need a hearing next week, Ms. Martinez?
I'm going to give them the good faith that they will reach out because I know they're very busy. And
Okay.
so for now, I'll just ask that Mr. Carmona calls me.
Okay.
But
If you
it is
do,
something the court
let
needs
us
to be
know.
aware of.
Mm.
Do you,
Okay, so
may
I
we
guess
go
my
into a
question
breakout room with
Sure,
you?
let's go into a breakout room, please.
Okay.
Just a minute, Judge. It's yourself.
I got you, Chair.
Okay, thanks.
There you go, guys.
Mhm.
And I just contacted the code's office that he needs to log back